Alright, hello, this is the Mark and Joe Show. We are live, and here's Mark to start things off.
Here, let me ask you this question. If you're my age, Joe's age, or even a little younger...
Don't compare me with your age.
Shut up. You might remember a show called X-Files.
Or if you listen to the radio a lot, you might have
heard
Art
Bell. And George Norrie took over for Art Bell. But here's the thing.
I don't know that guy, but I do know Art Bell. I remember
here's the
listening
thing.
to him.
The X-Files actually asked a very viable and good question.
I like that show.
Are we alone, or
Fox and Scully?
Is there anything out there, pretty much?
Yeah, that was their question. Is there anything out there? Are we alone?
Are we alone? And myself, personally, I believe that we are not. Because of some of the things that I have seen. Some of the things I actually have a photograph on my phone, which I have never released off of my phone to anybody.
Subject, boy, this could take 3 or 4 shows.
Oh, I know it could. Because this is a subject that I actually like. Oh, yeah. I've seen unexplained craft in the air. I have seen things do some weird shit that no aircraft, no airplane could ever have done. And I understand your skepticism, sitting there, joking, ha ha ha.
I know, I'm making fun
of
you.
But you've never seen anything like I have. That's why you're like that.
Maybe not, but it doesn't mean I don't believe.
Now,
anything's possible.
We did come across an article over here about the Pentagon
and a secret space program.
Well, that one's been up there for quite a while, but no, this one was today. This one was today.
Oh,
about the Pentagon. Is the Pentagon's shadowy secret UFO research program still going on? Now that kind of,
and this was published in the New York Times.
Yep, that kind of fans the flames of my conspiracy. Because this is a government agency.
A federal government agency, by the way.
Yes, a federal government agency, which controls our military.
And there's a billionaire that's involved in this, Robert Bigelow, who's
actually
belief,
a citizen. He's actually a private citizen.
Yeah, he's a billionaire. Research was undertaken by an aerospace company run by billionaire Robert Bigelow. Who expressed his belief in extraterrestrial life many times. Now, he put probably the most money into this program from what I've read.
Yeah, this one's kind of one of our...
This is some scary shit if you think about it.
Well, no, think about this, okay? So far, scientists have not been able to find the alleged missing link between primates.
He's standing right here.
And man.
Here's your missing link right here.
I personally believe that Ridley Scott made a good connection in the movie Prometheus, because according
I never saw that
movie. Well, you need to.
No,
according to some of the plot, we are hybrids, basically, of an alien race and an indigenous species that was on this earth.
Well, that throws the whole Bible thing and those.
The Bible's a farce, man. The Bible was written.
Let's not get into politics. Let's not get into religion, but that also throws out what's his name's theory too.
Come on, we don't need that.
Man derived from apes.
Well, man did derive from apes.
What's his name? Come on.
Darwin. No, Darwin's. Yes.
That's kind of Darwin's theory.
That would be evolution. Now, evolution did take place,
but
it had a kick in the ass to start. Anyway, but this is more about: is there other life out there?
You may not find out in your lifetime or my lifetime, because you know what? People are so scared of this. The government's putting so much money into this.
Well, the people are scared of this because the government has been hiding a lot from them for a long time.
That's why, and here, I just want to put a little plug in here for somebody I like out there. The only guy I like, and I hope he does return to politics now that his name's cleared. Jesse the Body Ventura. I mean, watch his shows, the conspiracy theories, if you can find them on YouTube. Man, you'll be sitting on the edge of your seat and you'll be wondering what the fuck our government has been lying to us about. It's all there.
Our government's been blowing smoke up our asses and telling us it's smoke signals when it comes out our ears.
I mean, I've seen this. Anyway, they were some of the best shows. But see, you think about this, though. If there's alien life forms out there and they take a look at Earth right now, we pose no fucking threat to them.
No, we don't pose a threat to them. We pose a threat to each other.
You know, they're going to sit there and go, yeah, these motherfuckers are going to destroy themselves before they even think about coming our way. You know, because that's the rate we're going out there, if you look at it.
That's the thing. Now, remember back in the 80s when Ronald Reagan was the president? He did a complete big speech.
A good one. Here's a good one. Wait, you know me and my thoughts. I got to get this one out. This is going to make you laugh. Here's what they should do. Instead of spending all this money on something that we're not a threat to, and that's not a threat to us because we don't pose a threat to them.
Know. You never know.
Anyway, let's just think that way, okay? Maybe they should take some of that money and put it in a fund and get Donald Trump to see a psychiatrist.
No, they need to. This isn't about
guy's
Trump.
A nut
this
case.
isn't about Trump. This is about, are we out?
No, we're not alone out there.
Are we the only ones alone? Are we?
But I still, I got to argue with you about one theory that you had.
Well, no, listen though. This is what I was going to say about Ronald Reagan. Now, remember that speech he did?
Ronald Reagan.
He did that speech, and he said that basically, and I'm paraphrasing. I'm not exactly sure of the whole speech, but he said that this Earth, the people of this Earth, would probably come together in peace if we had a threat from outside our solar system.
Well, that's possible. I mean,
okay, that's one of the things that they were talking about.
It's sad that they would have to happen that way.
Well, yeah, it is sad to have to happen that way.
You know.
But the thing is, I mean, and then there's another article that I turned you on to that I knew about called Solar Warden. Solar Warden is basically supposed to be the interstellar now, okay, that means travel from here to another star system, vehicles that our government has already built.
Yeah, something like Star Trek vehicles, like the Enterprise.
And is in orbit around the Earth. And they've already traveled to other planets. They've already seen what is out there, some of what is out there, not all of what is out there.
That goes back to
and I believe that the only reason they were able to build those is not just because they backwards compatted from the ships that allegedly crashed.
Well, that goes back to the Area 51 now and all the secrets that came out from there.
I believe that we have alien life forms living on this planet right now.
Well, I don't believe one of your theories, so.
Which theory is that?
I don't believe your theory about Bigfoot.
Well, Bigfoot's an interdimensional.
I don't think so.
Creature.
I think Bigfoot's indigenous, and I think it's an extinct species of ape. It's just smart enough to fucking, everything.
Away from man.
Well, everything's evolved. Everything evolves.
Everything evolves.
Think about this. If you look at the primitive humans and so on and so forth, today's humans. Back then, if you look at it, like say the history of the world, like that old movie with Mel Brooks in it, where he goes to the caveman, right? And he goes to the caveman. He starts out with the cavemen and so on and so forth, where they could barely talk and so on and so forth, and they evolved over time. Everything evolves over time. Yeah. What's not to say that ape couldn't get smart enough to stay the fuck away from us?
And I'm sure they are.
Now think about this: how much terrain in the woodlands cannot be explored by humans, and hasn't been explored by humans?
Quite a bit. There's quite a bit in the northern tier that hasn't been explored.
Where's a lot of the places
that these? Quite a bit in the Amazon that hasn't been explored.
Yeah, and then you got the Himalayas that you can't even get to because of the altitudes.
There hasn't been, there's quite a bit in the Congo that hasn't been explored.
Right.
And the Himalayas, yeah. They're constantly
and what's
covered
to say that
in
these
snow.
creatures couldn't have just adapted over the time?
Yeah, it's possible. It's very possible.
I mean, I believe a lot of things. Hell, I'd like to see our show go on the road once, just for fucking shits and giggles, with a video camera.
And that might happen.
And we live in a place called Wisconsin, and there's some pretty cool, unique, weird spots.
Yeah.
Like Bray Road, for example.
Yeah, but that's kind of... Yeah, that's kind of out there.
Well, yeah, but so what?
And,
so was
and
Art
the stuff
Bell,
we are
and it was
talking
kind of
about
fun
right
with
now
the Chupacabra.
the stuff we talk about right now that we're on this show is it is kind of similar.
When I was in high school, I had a biology teacher once say something, and it makes sense if you think about it. Anything's possible.
Yeah, anything is possible.
And he's like, I want you to try to debunk that. Telling me that something's impossible, and I'm going to tell you how it is possible. And we came up with some of the weirdest shit. Okay? But he made perfect sense. I mean, we said, all right, it's impossible to pick every blade of grass off the entire planet. He's like, no, it's not. He says, you get enough people together, it might not happen in our generation, but it'll happen in the next generation or the generation after that, if everybody keeps their mind to it and sticks to it.
Yeah.
All right. Now, keeping that in mind, he defunked just about everything we could come up with. All right. Keep that theory and keep an open mind, and you think about it. And if you think about things with an open mind, anything's possible. I mean, what's to say? I mean, it's kind of stuck up, arrogant, and conceited to think that we're the only planet that has life forms on it.
No, not just that. No, it's an extreme ego.
Yeah, ego.
Statistical
right.
Person that would think that we are the only planet.
I mean,
with the vastness of our universe,
and
not just our universe. I mean, we have hundreds and millions of galaxies.
Yeah, you think about
and
it.
Each one of those hundreds of millions of galaxies has hundreds of millions of stars,
planets
maybe
and stars,
billions.
And
then their stars have planets around them.
Different types of suns, and
think about this.
All
okay?
the sun is a star.
How do you know? How do you possibly, absolutely know?
You can't.
That we are the only planet.
I don't believe it.
In existence that has any life on it at all, and not just life, but intelligent life.
That's
There's
just
no
it.
way of proving that. Not one.
Well, no, because we can't explore it that far.
In fact, just recently, they found a planet closer to Earth than they ever thought possible. That is in the perfect area of its sun, and it's a red dwarf sun, to where it gets the perfect amount of sunshine each time, and to where it would possibly support life.
Well, that's not the first time that's happened either, that they found a planet that could possibly support life
No,
forms.
this one's only 11 light years away from us.
But still, either way,
the one they have been talking about, the original first one,
it goes back to anything's possible.
Yeah. Well, yeah, anything is possible. But the original first one was Alpha Centauri. And that one is in the Andromeda galaxy.
Anything's possible.
Yeah, it is. It is. Anything's possible. But again, I've seen a lot of crazy shit.
Well, I'm sure you have.
A lot of stuff over the years.
But see...
In fact, during your niece's wedding, my niece I call her my niece because she thinks of me as an uncle.
You live in...
But the night of her wedding, we came home. We lived in Marshall out there. We came home, and Lisa and I both, my girlfriend Lisa, seen this object. It looked like a meteorite entering in Marshall.
All right. Now, think about where I've been most of my life.
A meteorite coming into the atmosphere.
Do you think I'm going to see any fucking thing in the sky where I lived most of my life?
No, because
the only time I seen planes was because I lived not too far from the fucking airport.
I know.
But with all the
take this into the next
all the fucking street lights and shit like that, I couldn't see squat.
Understandable.
Now, when I was a kid and I lived out in the country, I didn't care.
We're going to the next set here.
All right, we're going to go into the next one.